Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep into this week's Boruto episode as the manga has finally been adapted.
Yes! Yes!
Did you guys know that it has been almost 600 days since the last manga chapter was animated? You're probably thinking, wow, did I really dedicate almost 2 years of my life watching something irrelevant and subpar? Yes, you did, because guess what? You're missing out on Jigen, fam. Do you understand who Jigen is? The manga is straight fire, don't tell me otherwise.
What did you say, nigga?
Getting back to the point, the episode stayed true to chapter 11, which is a good thing of course, except for the fact that they cut out my boy Metal Lee from the entire story. But guess what?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Honestly speaking, 20 minutes went by so quickly, which only compliments that the anime is heading into the right direction. You know why? Before there was a certain someone that ruined the entire arc for me. Guys, do I really have to say his name? Please don't make me do it. Momoshiki!
Spoiling myself.
But being serious for a second, after the reveal that Kokori died and the Mujina boss had taken over his body to escape, things are starting to take a dark turn in the anime, and all of us manga readers couldn't be happier. The episode begins with reminding us of Boruto's prophecy that Momoshiki gave him. The karma mark essentially means he is going to try and take over his body, making him a new Otsutsuki. This is what he means by saying he will cease to be an ordinary human and everything will be taken away from him. Boruto and Team 7 are chasing 3 guys who have just robbed a bank. Anyway, as the chase is ensuing, Boruto flashbacks to Sasuke talking about what happened when Boruto hit Momoshiki with the Rasengan. Sasuke and Boruto were the only ones who knew what happened, and Sasuke also seems concerned about the karma mark placed on Boruto's palm, as he admits that this isn't normal, fam.
I still see a shadow in my...
Sasuke will now investigate the matter, which leads to the conclusion of the arc where he ends up asking the Mujina gang leader about what he knows about Kara. Something interesting I noticed whilst this was going on was the fact that Boruto was wearing a wireless earpiece communication device with Konohamaru, who was giving them instructions, right? Now this just shows how technology has been replacing a lot of the old ways a shinobi would conduct a mission. You know, the days when Sasuke didn't run out of chakra every goddamn fight and the power scaling wasn't utterly broken. In those days, the Jonin who were in charge of the Genin would have to accompany them during the mission. For example, how Kakashi had to accompany Team 7 on missions, but now Konohamaru can just sit back on his lazy ass and delegate wirelessly. But to be honest guys, at the end of the day, we know why. It's not like this dude is gonna do shit anyway. Like, what's he gonna do?
Know your fucking place, trash.
I'm kidding guys, this Konohamaru abuse needs to stop, doesn't it? Let me know in the comments if this guy's had enough. Anyway, as always, this all goes back to the interview Okyo Kodachi had, where he mentioned how he wants to highlight the technological progress the world is going through in this peaceful period after the 4th Ninja War. Just like how in our history we went through rapid advancements during and after the world wars, because he takes an avid interest in the history of how society progressed over time, therefore wanting to personify that very aspect in the manga he's writing. The fight in the start of the episode wasn't the best we've seen the anime offer. Sarada was nerfed, and in the manga her outfit as well as the way she was acting towards the villains basically makes her look like she belongs to the streets, fam. Bruh, the fan service was getting crazy in that point of the manga, where her leg angles were when she's kicking the dude. I swear down fam, the manga made no sense. Like, look at that shit. Bruh, did she have an extra bone in her leg or some shit? Bruh, Chris Hansen is pulling up to my house right now. I'm going to jail, guys.
FBI, open up!
They also removed the way she talks in the manga, in which she is this promiscuous young girl asking the dude if he is her type, and made her act in a more appropriate manner that emphasized her character traits a lot better in my opinion. I liked her tsundere outbursts on Boruto and the delivery of her lines that made her ship with him even that much stronger. It really highlighted how strong their bond as a team has increased over time, and I love that shit. I love all 3 of these dudes. Oh wait, I just called Sarada a dude. Fuck, oh my god, my bad guys.
I was mad.
Boruto is distracted whilst on the mission due to the dream he had about Momoshiki, as he doesn't understand the calm seal till he meets his new brother Kawaki in the manga. The dudes they were fighting were not even ninjas, so he literally kills a man point blank, but who cares, right? We then cut to Tento and his father getting off the train, and this was also changed from the manga. In Boruto chapter 11, we actually see Ikkyo Madako, the guy that looks like an actual pimp, holding a phone. Like, look at that shit. It's the size of a brick. You gotta murder someone with that thing if you threw it. Throw this shit, throw this brick of a phone that looks like a 3210 instead of a shuriken, and you would guarantee to kill that dude. They're not gonna dodge this shit like they always do with the shuriken. Shurikens are basically useless, you know what I'm saying? However, in the anime, the difference is that Sai picks him up from the station and escorts him to where he needs to be. Sai picks up on the idea that Tento really wants his father's attention and be acknowledged, which only highlights how much my dude Sai has progressed as a character. Remember how clueless he was before with his social interactions, and he even roasted my boy Naruto.
Whatever, that drawing's nothing special.
Yes, you're right. Just like what's between your legs, right?
Tento is introduced as a boy that is materialistic and doesn't understand the value of money. He's a spoiled brat and the epitome of what is wrong with a child who hasn't got a spank. I mean, hasn't been hit by reality. Boruto in the start of the series was just like this. That's why he is the perfect candidate to teach him this lesson, as he has already went through this phase. In my eyes, Boruto is such a cool character now, and I really love how the anime has shown his character development. Even his demeanor at the burger place just put Tento in his place, and my dude was in awe of who this dude is. Like, oh my god, this guy's amazing, and I can't believe that he looks so poor as the Hokage's son. Which, I'm not gonna lie, is a good point, and I was thinking myself, how can Naruto, the god of shinobi, the one who saved the whole world, the most famous person on the planet, the one that all the girls want to smash, the one that is on the TV all day, the Hokage that everyone loves, the one that has all the merch and makes sales, still be so poor? Can you tell me?
That don't make no sense.
When Tento is introduced, the boy clearly has never left his basement or house, so pretty much 90% of us watching this video can relate to that. But he says the dumbest thing ever, bruh. He says, I was told this place was a city, so I was looking forward to it, but it's so disorganized and crowded. But fam, tell me one city that isn't crowded in real life.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Moving on, Tento keeps whipping out his black credit card that allows him to purchase whatever he wants, whenever he wants, similar to real life with the Black American Express. Technology has improved this much where wireless bank transactions can occur instantly, and he wants to buy all the trading card game packs around the village so he can get the Naruto the 7th Hokage to finish his collection. You know, because somehow my boy feels as though this materialistic possession helps define who he is. The message behind the arc is quite deep, and Okyo is basing it upon our society itself. Now I'm gonna go real balls deep here, so please stay tuned for everything I'm about to say. A materialistic person is vested in owning material possessions and equates them to happiness. This is especially so if the ownership of possession is motivated by emotional reasons such as to look better, to feel better, or convey a status symbol, rather than the functional reasons which could be to improve productivity or to communicate with others. Clearly, in Tento's case, he is using the possession of things to fill the gap in his heart regarding his father not acknowledging him. Therefore, he keeps calling others commoners and uses money to make himself feel better. In the real world, materialism has become a trend in our society, if you have noticed. Just look at the constant growing fixation on earning more money and owning material goods. At the same time, we are now materially better off than we have ever been as a human race has progressed. Just compare our all-time high consumption of mobile phones, computers, cars, and media. It's everywhere on our phones with music, and even watching movies, Netflix, anything that you want. We believe as a society that having money and these possessions is what it means to be successful. This could either stem from caring about what others think too much, or not self-reflecting upon accepting who you are as a person. Realistically, if the average person understood economics, we'd know money is nothing and think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. Tento is in the early stages of this arc, using his money irresponsibly to purchase businesses, food, and cards to get what he desires from Iwabe, and he will act in this manner throughout the arc because he doesn't understand the repercussions of his actions and his mentality. When Boruto will probe deep into his desire for material possession of the card, we will find out many false beliefs he has shown and thinks as he has displayed throughout the whole episode regarding ninja or culture, and he didn't even know what a city was. Now realistically, true materialism prevents you from addressing issues that would lead to real happiness. When you are materialistic, you base your satisfaction on material possessions. possessions. However, physical goods only act as a temporary placeholder to cover up your gaps. They are not who you are, and they can never fulfill that acknowledgement that you want. After all, how could you ever be satisfied if you believe in the materialistic values of a society that tells you the only path to happiness is through getting and being more? You will never be satisfied because you will always want more than you already have. More of what? More money, more friends, more cars, more Facebook likes, more social media followers, and so on. That's why I don't get it when fans ask me all the time, Anime Balls Deep, how many subscribers do you have? How many views do you get? How many likes do you get? Bruh, at the end of the day, none of this shit means anything. Stay woke, my brothers and sisters. Anyway, by the end of this arc, you will notice that Boruto makes Tento realize this as he then pursues a different career choice, and Boruto inspires him to not be a brat, and he says, oh, maybe one day I want to be a ninja. In fact, he helps resolve his feelings regarding his father and much more. At the end of the day, by the time this arc ends and by the end of the episode, I actually really loved Boruto's character, and I hope that the anime keeps doing this because the adaptation this week was fantastic. I went quite balls deep there at the end. If you got towards the end of this video, make sure to comment below, say we woke in the comments. We woke ABD. Anyway guys, thank you for joining me as always. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram. I hope you had a laugh. As always, I'll see you guys next time.